Hi everyone, this is Swada.
And I'm Pulkit, and today we will be sharing our 4-day experience to Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Park. We reached Jackson Hole Airport in the afternoon and started our day with Mormon Row. After admiring this beautiful place, we went to Jenny Lake. It is a clear water lake where you can do kayaking or take the boat ride.
We preferred the boat ride to West Shore, and boat ride cost was $18 per person for the round trip. Once we reached to the West Shore, we took a hike to Hidden Falls and then to the Inspiration Point. It was an easy hike for beginners. It was around 3 to 4 miles back and forth. After Jenny Lake, we started driving towards West Yellowstone, and along the way we saw a few deer. We also stopped at West Thumb Geyser Basin, which was basically the end of our day one, and then we headed towards our hotel.
On day 2, we saw different geysers in Yellowstone, starting with the Fountain Paint Pot Trail. After the Paint Pot Trail, we went to the Grand Prismatic. The wooden pathway over the Firehole River takes you to the Grand Prismatic Spring and multiple other pools or springs around it. We were lucky that we went on a sunny day because you will not be able to see any colors if it is cloudy.
This was highlight of our whole trip. Do take this 1.5 mile trail to the overlook point to get unforgettable views of Grand Prismatic.
Next, we went to the Old Faithful Geyser, which erupts every 60 to 100 minutes. Eruption timings are listed at the Old Faithful Visitor Center as well as at the NPS website and app. After Old Faithful, we made a short stop at the Yellowstone Lake on our way to the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. Next, we drove through Hayden Valley, where we saw many bisons crossing the road, so be prepared for delays. At the end of our second day, we stayed in Gardiner, Montana, and on our way we also saw a couple of bull elks fighting in the middle of the road.
We stayed at Absaroka Lodge near the north entrance, and it has amazing views of Yellowstone River. Our first stop for the day was historic Roosevelt Ark, built in 1903. Next, we drove through Lamar Valley, which is an excellent habitat for wildlife. Here we saw hundreds of bisons, pronghorn, which are known to be the fastest land animal in North America. Be patient as you drive through Lamar and Hayden Valley, as you can come across various bison jam. On our way back from Lamar Valley, we made a quick stop at Undine Falls. Next on our list was famous Mammoth Hot Springs, which has a terrace-like limestone structure.
There are multiple trails which take you to different spots in Mammoth Hot Springs.
Next on our list was Steamboat Geyser, which is the world's tallest currently active geyser. Minor eruptions are very frequent and common, which can go up to 10 to 15 feet. But if you get lucky, you can even see 300 feet high eruptions.
300 foot, come on.
Almost 300.
300.
I want 300, not just like,
Yeah,
50 or something like that.
On our way back to the hotel in West Yellowstone, we encountered a small delay due to elks, but it was a great experience to watch these animals up close. On our last day, we decided to visit the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center in West Yellowstone, as we were not able to see these animals in the park so far.
If you want to travel the world with us, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.